Good afternoon. Welcome to TK Coach on the Rocks. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Friday and planning a wonderful weekend. Let me know if you're here. Give me a wave, drop a comment. Let me know how you feel because today hopefully is a great day for you. It is a decent one for me. And today I want to talk about something, as always, hopefully important. So I had a meeting with someone and we basically had a call. And in that call, I now have irrefutable evidence that this person, instead of listening to me, and we were talking about something really strategic, and we had to apply some creative thinking, was actually scrolling through Twitter. And more than that, they were actually copying and pasting stuff and sending it to some other people. I know that because they sent it to me by mistake in the middle of a sentence, which I had to give them some stern feedback, saying, I don't think it's worth it. It's probably hard to do creative work when you're exploring this. And that's that. But to be honest, I'm not the one that would cast the first stone. Especially when, you're talking to someone either not in person or when you're, virtually without the camera or on the phone. Sometimes it might be easy to lose attention, especially when you're in front of the screen and there's so many wonderful things, going about and vying for attention, social media, and all kinds of stuff, right? There's always something popping up on our screen trying to get our attention. And yet, we probably want to have our attention at the person. So, if I'm working as a coach in a coaching session, I obviously have my camera on. Like I do with you wonderful people, I imagine you there in the middle of the lens and I'm talking to you, but I'm also making sure I have very deep, immense contact with the other person on a deep level of listening. But it's not always possible. When the person isn't there or we're talking about something lighter, I've been known to drift off, especially when the person is boring or something, right? You've got that. I'm again not casting the first stone here. So what is it that we can do? I can talk about how do we really pay attention and listening, and I guess it's more for not only for coaches, but it's also for other people. But in some lighter situations, I'm doing some other things myself. Maybe you'll enjoy my tips. First of all, if you find it hard just to focus on nothing, have something you can focus on that isn't disruptive, that isn't engaging your creative thinking too much. So maybe use a different channel. I've got an example. I've got this wooden snake that actually falls into a cube. And in a couple of months now, I haven't taken the time to fold it into a proper cube. But it's actually a good toy to play around with and keep your hands occupied. A very good thing, you can get, I think, what is it called? I can't remember. A tangle. I had it somewhere. Or a fidget cube. I have one. Or a fidget spinner. I know, silly, but it actually would help to engage some of your senses so your hearing and your attention can be focused on what the other person says. Also, for many people, walking around and talking can have this same effect, right? So getting one of these is helpful, or maybe one of these. If you can have them, it's really helpful to be able to walk around home, even outside if the weather permits. And I've had many great conversations when someone was taking a walk through the park and really paying attention to the conversation. And I think, these kinds of surrounding is really helpful. But also, even if you're sitting in front of the screen, maybe you just want to turn a bit and look at your side or look at outside of the window. My sky office on the birds and such. So you're not paying attention to what happens on the screen if it's not relevant for the conversation. It's really helpful to do that, I think. And the other person will appreciate your attention and the creativity that's being brought by it. Hopefully. But also, there's one more thing. Like now, right? I'm not necessarily striving for attention. If your attention is drifting away, you're thinking about something else, that's fine. We're in a different kind of contact. I'm broadcasting. I do my best to keep the deep contact or some form of contact with you, even though I don't know who you are. You're just unfortunately a numbered viewer. I just know how many of you are there. But I do my best to have my attention on you because you can see that. And we all can see if someone really has attention. So this is why I'm always trying to improve all the AV aspects of my sessions. So it's actually easy to listen to me and easy to see me and see how I'm paying attention on you. With that said, I'm not expecting you to pay attention. Feel free to drift, feel free to pause, feel free to switch off if you'd like, if you're being annoyed by my voice and these other toys. It's fine. Whatever fits for you, whatever gives you value is the right thing for you, hopefully. And I'm also hoping that you'll have a great weekend and come back to see me on Monday for the next Coach on the Rocks. Have fun and take care. Bye bye.